Of course, there is no denying the success of Libre for Women by Yves Saint Laurent. Of course, there's the original, there's the Eau de Parfum. Now we have Libre Le Parfum. This is supposed to be richer and darker. You have the bourbon, vanilla, you have the honey, the tonka bean in the base. You also have some spicy ingredients in the opening as well. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on this brand new flanker and brand new iteration of the very popular Libre, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's video and I tell you all about Libre Le Parfum by Yves Saint Laurent and I give you my thoughts on the smell, the performance, the longevity, comparison, so on and so forth, I do want to start things off by saying that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I do upload future videos to the channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if you took something of value from today's episode. So what we're seeing here is a darker, richer iteration of the original Libre by Yves Saint Laurent. And the thing with this fragrance is that it has some spices like ginger and saffron. It has orange blossom in the heart. There's enough of the sweetness to really bring forth this unbridled sensuality. And of course, just by taking a look at the liquid in the bottle, it's really dark and ambery, and it kind of conveys what you can expect in terms of the smell. In any case, I'm excited to give you my thoughts on the smell. Let's start with a quick look at the presentation. So right in the opening of this fragrance, you will in fact get hints of the original Libre by Yves Saint Laurent. And what I love about that is that here we have a brand that is very cognizant and very self-aware in being able to manufacture flankers that do bear a resemblance to their predecessors. What do I mean by that? This has the orange blossom in it. You'll get that from the original as well. It has the vanilla, but perhaps in a higher dose in this fragrance. And that sort of vanilla, tonka bean, ambery, honey mix really carries forth this sensuality, but it also makes this fragrance smell a bit more on the elegant and dressed up side of things. So something like the Eau de Toilette was classy in and of itself, and I believe I did a video on that too. Here we take it to a new level of formality and sensuality, and I am personally loving this fragrance. On the designer side of things, this is one of the best releases that we've seen so far on the women's side for 2022. So it has that vanilla lingering in the base. In terms of that freshness in the opening, yeah, you do have a little bit of citrus, but I am getting the ginger, and I'm getting more ginger than saffron, to be honest with you, because saffron to me smells like leather, and I'm not really smelling leather from this. But you are going to get that orange blossom in the heart that kind of gives it this contemporary feminine vibe. You know, I think of orange blossom and African orange flower and these orangey floral ingredients, and I think of fragrances like Oriana by Parfum de Marly, Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian Paris, and I think a lot of them are tending to go in that direction. I've recently also done a video on the new Paradox by Prada that has a lot of orange blossom in it as well. So I think it's just a matter of fitting in with the current trends and what other brands are doing. But I like how these base heavy ingredients with the spices in the opening really distinguish this composition and allow it to stand on its own two legs. I think this is a wonderful dressed up, cold weather, night out on the town, sensual evening kind of a fragrance. And I think it's especially going to appeal to fans of the original Libre, the Eau de Toilette, and the Eau de Parfum. Now we have a richer, more concentrated version on the market, and I think a lot of people will buy into that, and for good reason. Of course, I always recommend that you go out there and you try it for yourself. I purchased my bottle from Macy's. Just seems to be that the Macy's here on the East Coast in New Jersey has a lot of the new releases, and so I'm very privileged for that. But definitely go out there and try it for yourself. See if you like it. See if it works on your skin. And then let that be the ultimate determination as to whether or not you're gonna buy it. But this one is a wonderful fragrance. I truly love it. I'm gonna try to get my wife to start wearing it because I would love to smell this on her, especially now that, you know, we're both teachers, we both recently started going back to work, I think this one will do very, very well for her in a professional setting. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, this is not the most unique fragrance, and that's for a number of reasons. One, you know, it is following the trend to a certain degree with that orange blossom vanilla combination, but also it's a flanker. So we can expect it to smell quite similar to its predecessors, but it does do things differently enough, and I personally love the smell. The longevity for this one is also very good. So you can expect 8 to 9 hours on your skin. If you do spray it on clothing, it will last for days. Just make sure that it's a darker colored Gourmand, because it is a pretty dark liquid that you're gonna get in this bottle. And in terms of the projection, it projected very well for the first hour of application, but the projection was within an arm's length for about like 5 or 6 hours. And it didn't even become a skin scent until about the 9th hour. So the projection and the overall performance of this fragrance is actually really, really good. And then in terms of the versatility, I think this one is better for the colder weather. I think this is great for a night out. I think this will appeal to anybody of any age, but maybe perhaps a lady who's a little bit older, a little bit more distinguished. And I do find this one to be feminine leaning if we're looking at it from a traditional lens. The presentation on this one is also gorgeous. I love the YSL wrapping around the side of the bottle here, the cap, the golden accents, and the amber colored hue. My final verdict on this fragrance is, if you are a fan of the original Libre, check this one out. I think this is an absolute hit. It has a lot to offer, and it's a beautiful fragrance. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell so you could be notified on new releases and new videos published to the channel. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.